Most Instagram users think Instagram story views are harmless, but sextortion scammers increasingly use stories as reconnaissance tools to study potential victims, map social circles, and identify emotional vulnerabilities before making contact. The threat is growing alongside the rise of social engineering attacks. According to the FBI, internet-enabled fraud, extortion, and confidence scams continue to generate billions of dollars in reported losses each year. What makes Instagram especially useful to scammers is visibility. Every story interaction can reveal who you know, how active you are, where you spend your time, and which accounts matter most to you. In this video, we'll explain how scammers exploit stories and what you can do to share safely online. How sextortionists use story views for reconnaissance. Modern sextortion rarely starts with direct blackmail. Most scammers first study victims quietly. Instagram stories provide an effective surveillance tool. Criminals can watch stories repeatedly to gather information about relationships, routines, locations, emotional states, and mutual followers. Some scammers even use burner accounts to monitor targets without attracting attention. After gathering information, attackers may begin conversations using personalized details to build trust quickly. In many cases, the scam escalates into romance manipulation, fake intimacy, or threats involving screenshots and private content. The process combines psychological manipulation with profile reconnaissance. The most common Instagram tactics used by scammers. Cybercriminals rarely begin with direct threats. Instead, they often spend time gathering information and building a false sense of trust. They may repeatedly view your stories from fake accounts, create impersonation profiles using your photos, and closely watch your interactions with friends and followers. Some even use story polls and question stickers to quietly collect personal details. Once they've established contact, they'll often encourage the conversation to move into disappearing message environments, where their actions leave fewer traces behind. Many scammers specifically target users who publicly share emotional posts, nightlife content, travel details, or relationship frustrations, because these signals can make social engineering easier. Why Instagram-based sextortion is so dangerous. Instagram creates a false sense of familiarity. Victims often feel they know someone simply because the person interacts regularly with stories and reactions. That perceived trust is exactly what scammers exploit. Once private conversations begin, attackers may pressure victims into sharing intimate content or joining video calls. In other cases, scammers gather enough personal information through profile surveillance alone to threaten exposure or impersonation. The emotional impact can be severe. Victims frequently experience panic, embarrassment, anxiety, and fear of social exposure. And because scammers often know who matters most in a victim's life, the threats can feel extremely personal. Warning signs your Instagram profile may be targeted. There are several warning signs that may indicate someone is attempting to manipulate or target you online. Be cautious of unknown accounts that repeatedly view your stories, or profiles that have very few posts, followers, or signs of genuine activity. Another common red flag is when a stranger tries to establish emotional intimacy unusually quickly, creating a sense of trust before you've had time to get to know them. You should also be wary of anyone who pushes to move conversations off Instagram soon after making contact. Suspicious behavior can include accounts that suddenly follow multiple people in your friend group at the same time, or users who ask highly personal questions based on information you've shared in your stories. In more serious cases, attackers may reference screenshots, follower lists, or other account details as part of threats or attempts to exert pressure. Recognizing these warning signs early can help you avoid becoming a victim of online manipulation, harassment, or sextortion. What to do if you think you're being targeted. If you believe someone is using your stories for nefarious purposes, you should act immediately. However, it's important to handle the situation properly. Consider these recommendations as you plan your approach. Restrict your profile visibility immediately. Review Instagram's safety settings, story visibility, and follower permissions. Limit story access to trusted contacts only. Use the close friends feature to prevent unwanted viewers. Preserve evidence. Screenshot usernames, story interactions, messages, and suspicious profiles. Strengthen account security. Enable two-factor authentication and review active sessions. Avoid reacting emotionally or escalating conversations. Sextortion scammers often rely on panic responses. Do not immediately block the scammer. Blocking too early can remove access to evidence and sometimes trigger retaliatory exposure attempts. Report suspicious accounts directly through Instagram's reporting tools and submit complaints to ic3.gov. Reach out to cybersecurity professionals experienced in sextortion response. Specialized support can help assess risks and guide safe next steps. Your Instagram privacy settings matter more than ever. Instagram stories may seem temporary, but the information they reveal can provide cybercriminals with valuable insight into your relationships, routines, and online behavior. When that information falls into the wrong hands, the consequences can escalate quickly. If you find yourself facing sextortion, online blackmail, or a digital privacy crisis, acting quickly can make a significant difference. Blackmail.HelpLine specializes in helping victims regain control through threat assessment, evidence preservation guidance, digital privacy protection, scammer identification and investigation, content removal assistance, and strategic response planning designed to stop extortion attempts and minimize further harm. Backed by more than a decade of cybersecurity experience, proprietary investigative methods, and thousands of clients helped worldwide, our team provides confidential support for individuals confronting online threats. If you're being targeted by a sextortionist or online blackmailer, don't face the situation alone. Contact Blackmail.HelpLine today at 888-634-1535 or visit blackmailhelpline.com to speak with an experienced specialist and begin taking steps to protect your privacy, reputation, and peace of mind.
Helpful links and resources. To learn more, visit our website at blackmailhelpline.com. The link is in the description below. Feel free to leave a comment with your questions or call us directly at 888-634-1535. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments if you'd like us to cover more cases like this. See you in the next video.